Okay. Insult to injury. Man is born to trouble as surely as sparks fly upward. That's out of Job. During the golden age of radio, Fred Allen used comedic pessimism to bring smiles to a generation. Living in the shadows of economic depression and a world at war, his sense of humor was born out of personal pain. Having lost his mother before he was 3, he was later estranged from his father, who struggled with addictions. He once rescued a young boy from the traffic of a busy New York City street with a memorable, "What's the matter with you, kid? Don't you want to grow up and have troubles?" The life of Job unfolds in such troubled realism. When his early expressions of faith eventually gave way to despair, his friends multiplied his pain by adding insult to injury. With good-sounding arguments, they insisted that if he could admit his wrongs and learn from God's corrections, he would find strength to laugh in the face of his problems. Job's comforters, in quotes, meant well while being so wrong. Never could they have imagined that they would one day be invoked as examples of, with friends like that, who needs enemies. Never could they have imagined the relief of Job praying for them, or why they would need prayer at all. Never could they have imagined how they foreshadowed the accusers of the one who suffered so much misunderstanding to become the source of our greatest joys. How have others misjudged you? And how did you feel? When have you been critical of others whose pain you didn't understand? Father, like Job's friends, I'm inclined to assume that the troubles of others are somehow deserved. Please help me live this day in the spirit of your Son rather than in the words and thoughts of the accuser. It said here, when have you been critical of others whose pain you didn't understand? Excuse me. Because we live in a country and a culture so divided. Excuse me. It's easy, and I do this currently and all the time, that we divide it into two or three groups. It's easy to point out the fault of the others. I just recently did a video about this, about how one group is wired to think one way, where I'm wired to think another, and how it's going to be difficult to get along. If you looked at some, do I really want to go down that rabbit hole? No, I'm going to leave that there. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. It'll come up again, I'm sure. Love you. God bless.